Hey, I'm KIC. Thanks to Seacorp Technologies for the key we're using to play. Today, I have been busy placing some stuff. I thought I would just kind of get a head start on things. I haven't done everything. You'll see there are still a few things left undone. And in fact, this guy's got to be lined up over here, and then this guy goes over here. Now, if you're wondering what this is, because you don't recognize it, well, one, I don't blame you, because I really hadn't seen this particular layout yet either. Two, this is actually going to be our 556 production line, I guess you want to call it that. There we go. So we have a bullet boxer. We have a bullet topper. I was going to say primer. This is the primer back here. My bad. Now we've got our chemical dispenser over here, which is going to eject gun cotton. And we have a bullet capper and former, which is going to do 556 NATO. Then we've got a whole host of other things over here. We've got extruders. I'm not sure if one extruder is going to be fine. I decided to just go with it and do one extruder but two bullet punchers. Because at the very least, I know the bullet punchers end up being the kind of, we'll say, bottleneck. I think that's a fair thing to say. So some brass sheet. Let's go and buy some more stuff. Holy crap, we are out of all sorts of materials here. I'm actually under $500,000 too. Wow, well here, let's just keep on dropping all of this and keep on dropping all of that. There we go. What do we have for gun cotton lying around? I'm still not really happy with this, and yes, this is still... I did kind of say I'm trolling a little, and I really kind of am, but at the same time I'm like, you know, whatever, it's fine. I'm not going to sweat it. I just thought I saw that number go up. Minor details, whatever. I think it's fine. How are we doing for gun cotton over here? This guy, that guy. So you have a ton. I can probably turn this one off for a little while. That's going to be helpful. And then this one over here, you are just lock, stocked, and chocked full of stuff. So we can probably turn this one off in a little while too. But I'm inclined to give this a whirl. I mean... we still technically have some shelf space, so let's go ahead and throw down... we're going to need, I think, more heating. I feel pretty confident in saying that's going to be needed. So let's put down the correct thing. Let's put down the actual gas utility, not whatever that was I was trying to put down. I think I was just trying to put down a cooler or a heater for some unknown reason. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just building a little... buddy, how you doing over here? You got a good view of things? I feel like I might need that much power. Whatever, I probably don't. It's okay. Let's go over here and see if we can get this crap rolling now. As I love to say, start at the back, move forward. So we are starting at the back, making sure everything is good to go. I hope I have lined everything up. We shall find out. Actually, you know what? I think I'm missing a heater in there. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm going, wait a minute, I'm missing a heater in there. Because we go cool, shake of waste, heat. So this should be a heater right here. And then we go into the capper informer. So let's put a heater right here. There we go. I think that'll be fine. So we'll turn you on. So these guys turn the coolers on, turn the coolers on. We've got heat and heat. Got an extruder. Let's turn our shakers on. Those are kind of a necessity. Bullet punchers, flow splitter, heater, and finally roll dispenser. So this guy is going to eject into here. We're going to get our first heated brass roll, which is going to be coming out into this guy. So you're going to be ejecting some rounds over here. I'm just going to kind of zoom in. Yeah, I was a little concerned about that too. Thank you very much. Let's turn you off. Let's see if this one actually makes it out over here. How are you doing? You should be stamping away and dropping some bullets off. All right, these ones are making their way through. So I'm going to have to move this guy like... something like this. There we go. Yeah. Worry about that in a moment. I gotta put this all back together. My bad. Here, turn you. Now I cannot place that guy there because that is in the way. There you go. Now you should line up correctly. ish. You should eject onto there. Can I turn you on now? There you go. You should be able to eject a bunch of rounds onto there. Those are flying through. Let's check this guy, because that's what's going to tell me if I'm getting, rather this guy, if I'm getting anything on there that's actually functional. If it's going into the capper and former, then I know it's good. Because otherwise, it's not. So this is totally stocked up on gun cotton. Let's turn that off now. All right, there you go. You should be getting some more rounds. So everything's looking good. The problem with all of this is I didn't really leave a lot of space for doing multiple versions of this. I technically can cram a couple more things in here, which I think will be fine. So we're going to end up doing that. I wanted to basically, man, I can't even speak. Hello? Hi. Hello. I don't know how to speak. How are we doing over here? We should be ejecting some rounds and stuff, I think. I don't know. I feel like we should be. All right, you're moving on. NATO, primed, etc. Moving on to you. You should be... Really? We should be having one of these go out. There it goes. Look at that. Go, my pretty. Go into the boxer. How are we doing over here? That should be the official first box of 556 NATO. Come on, look at that. Oh, we got a box. Well, I mean, we have part of the box, because that's not technically a full box. Oh, geez. All right, so... Technically, this line works just fine over here. Now, what I can do is I can duplicate this right here. We do a roll dispenser into a heater into a splitter that goes into two punchers, and then I think we're pretty much good. My main concern is if I look over here, how are we doing with this? I'm not sure. I mean, I want to compare. What did I do over here? I did the same sort of thing. So why do we have some slowdown over here? What's going on? I need you to eject more sheets. Did I run out of sheets? I did not. So why the slowdown? I would love for you to get more of these going. And then you should be getting another one here. I guess this extra heating step and all this other distance it has to cover is kind of slowing things down. That's okay. I'm pretty sure this would be bogged down if... Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this now going, well, maybe it wouldn't. I don't really know. That's an interesting question. Can we put a belt like... Ah, dang it, that's the wrong one. My bad. You, here. Go sit over there with the other belt of shame. Okay, so let's do it like that. So let's just play with this right now. I mean, come on. We haven't really had a chance to play with our 556, so let's see if we turn things around. That's how we would end up doing it, is turn it like this. We need another heater, which just goes right up front there. Nice and neat. Look at that. I'm probably going to need to move things a little bit. It's okay. We'll split you out. And then, let's see, if I kind of follow what I've done over here. Oh, that's going to be a problem. That stuff, that is in the way. My bad. I might have to pull this back out and run it around a little. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. I was just trying to use what space I already had, so... You know, I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into this. I mean, clearly, right? Right? All right, so 1 meter belt, you're going to go over here to over here. This guy's going to have to do something like this, where we basically go into multiple extruders, punchers, etc. So bullet puncher, you guys eject sideways. And then... Actually, let's do it this way. Let's get rid of you. And I can probably... I don't know. Can I squeeze that in place right there? Because if I can, that's excellent. That would be much more preferable. I know. That's some great English, isn't it? Here, let's go you over to here. You go over to there. And then you guys... I'm not going to leave it like this, just so you know. But for the time being, I'm a little concerned about that, so we'll do it like that. All right, perfect. I just want to see if this is going to work. So we'll do some NATO, we'll do some NATO. We're going to turn the heater on, we'll turn the flow splitter on, and then we'll turn our roll on, which is going to eject. Not you. I'm supposed to be doing a roll dispenser. My goodness, come on. Come on, pay attention, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We know what we're doing here. All right, look at that. All right. There's a little bit of Linda in that. You know, all right. If you don't know who I mean, well, then you don't know who I mean. All right, so these guys should be punching out some rounds here shortly. It helps if I turn these machines on, bullet puncher and bullet puncher. Let's turn you guys on. We're doing okay on heat. I actually didn't need any more heat, I don't think. All right, well, I definitely needed more power. This looks like this is working just fine. It's feeding over to this guy. They're all hopping into this box over here. Theoretically, you should have a crap ton coming through now. I mean, maybe not a crap ton, but you should have a fair amount coming through. What are we doing over here? We're going to need more gun cotton before too long, but it'll still be a while. So there we go. We've got that all crammed in there. I think if I were to move things around, I can do one more line that I can bring in over here and push it in. It would just mean moving this stuff just a touch, but not too much, which is good. It would actually cut down on some of the superfluous distance that we're running here. So let's go ahead and turn that off, and let's take care of some orders because we are out of shelf space yet again. Although the good thing is we're finally producing everything that they're asking for with the exception of guns. We haven't researched guns. We're not going to research guns right now. Why don't we have any more? Well, whatever. I'm not going to sweat it. Here we go. I mean, I know. Just send some off, but I feel like we should have more of ammunition more than anything else. There we go. Get rid of those. I'm just trying to go through and get rid of whatever crap we can get rid of. Hey, look at that. That's a good order right there. That's going to get us a few bucks back. That's going to be not a too shabby one either. I like that. I mean, ideally, I would be able to get everyone here up to good status or at least maintain neutral. I think I would be fine with that too. There you go. We've got a ton of trousers to sell. We can turn off our trouser line if we really need to at this point. I've done that before. Just kind of turned that off because, well, we have like just under 3,000 of them. So it's kind of like, you know, we're good. We don't need to be making tons more. Look at this. This is good. This is good right here. I mean, you know, we're way behind on NATO production. I keep calling it NATO. I know it's 556. What can I say? It's more enjoyable to say NATO than 556. I mean, listen to how many syllables that is. And yes, I said syllables because someone is going to be annoyed that I said syllables. You're welcome. But no, seriously, okay, all joking aside, 556 or 556, NATO. Fewer syllables. You know, whatever. It's just that simple to me. All right, so these guys are all done. You're all done punching and doing your whatever punchy thing. Let's move all of this stuff, and we're going to relocate it so that everything ideally lines up like this, or thereabouts. I don't know, whatever. Something like that. There we go. Put you over there. This guy, we're going to have to feed into something like this, and then this guy is going to feed into something like that, and with any luck, you actually fit right there. All right, you need just a touch more space, don't you? Okay, I think this will work out all right. And then we'll put this one over there. I'm still not 100% convinced that I've done the most efficient way of doing this stuff, but it's functional. It's functional. I mean, I got to have a starting point. That's just kind of how I roll. I don't really do a lot of planning. I just dive in and I'm like, I'll figure it out if it doesn't work. And then the next thing to do is going to be connect. Bleh, so easy for me to say. A line that's going to go right in here like this. So we're going to need to run some belts through here. So we'll just grab some belts like that. And can we sneak this guy by? I would kind of... Oh, man, this is going to be ugly. Let's do it like that. I'll just squeeze those in. That'll be all right. And then we're going to probably need some more belts like this. And then we're going to do another... Basically, we're just going to build all this stuff backwards again. So what we've done right here, we're going to build all of this over here. So this point somewhere over here is where all this stuff's going to be leading to. So I think what would be the best thing to do at this point, maybe, would be to place our bullet punchers. Let's figure out where they go first. So let's see, I can't see where you're ejecting to. So if I can eject you to right there and right there, that I think would be okay, because then I can run belts like, ooh, that's, it's not ideal, but it'll work, I think. So we need to have belts like this. I'm going to have to move them just a touch. They're going to be off by half a meter. As is often the case when I'm trying to do this stuff, I'm almost always off by half a meter. It's funny how that works out fairly regularly. So there we go. Those are going to line up just fine. Now, the catch to this is I need to figure out a flow splitter. And that's going to have to go something like this, I think. Can I... That won't work like that. And I have a big old pillar in the way, so maybe I can do it like this guy. Here, let's turn you. Oh, turn, buddy. Turn. No, not that way. I need to do it like that, and then I need to do like that, and then that means I have to move this guy back and over, and then one right there. I hope I've left enough space for everything. I think so. Just going to pick that up. That's a random thing lying on the ground. Box of ammunition. I'm going to have to go take my dispensers and just start ejecting random things onto places. I know that sounds kind of weird, but you know what I mean, right? Oh, hey. How you doing? Let's pick you up. Are there any other boxes lying around? Probably. How about over here on the magical mystery line? It's not a magical mystery, but whatever. Okay, this one looks pretty good. All right, so back to what we're doing over here with the 5.56. You're welcome. There you go. I called it a semi-proper thing. And then I think we can shove a 2-meter belt right into there. That means we can output 5.56, 5.56, 5.56. And then we can turn on the flow splitter. Let's just turn these guys on because we're going to add everything in just a moment anyway. We're running out of plastic block. We'll take care of that in a moment. And then we'll add our roll dispenser. You go right there. We'll turn that on. We'll do some brass sheets, and we'll just kind of see if all of this stuff actually works. If it does, then we should end up getting a fairly decent run of ammunition filling up here. I mean, that's okay. But I would love to actually have it go even faster, which would probably mean redoing this whole thing yet again. Let's go back to our market and buy some stuff. We're out of brass rolls, so let's buy some more rolls. Let's buy some more cellulose and nitric acid. We'll just buy 2,000 plastic blocks for right now. It's a little on the pricey side, so I don't want to spend too much. How are we doing over here? We should have bullets coming out. Now that we have rolls again, we should be able to do that. I mean, technically what I probably could do, I could probably take, if I'm not mistaken here, yeah, we got a bunch of brass rolls. I could take a dispenser and I could just kind of load it up with some brass rolls, and we could use that as a means to somewhat artificially boost production here. The question is, can I line one up? The answer is maybe. So I could do something like this, where I can output some brass rolls, brass sheets rather, there you go. And I can output a couple of these, and that's going to basically load this guy up a little bit. Although, no, that's not going to work. I take it back because it needs heated sheets. So never mind, that's not going to work. I'd have to grab another heater too, so never mind. That's okay. Yep. We'll use that later. It's okay. Let's make sure this line is actually working, so everything's going on over here. This number should be going up faster than it was. I think that might be faster. Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, there's a bit of a combination of things here. Like, it depends on which one has bullets to spit into things, because they're not all running at peak optimum efficiency, etc. I mean, here there's some downtime for everything, but I don't know. I feel like it's working okay. We'll go ahead and turn on the dispenser a little bit just to give it a few more gun cottons. You're looking pretty good over here. You're looking pretty good over here. I might just leave everything running for a little while. What do we have for gun cotton? We don't have a whole lot stored up, so that's fine. Can we handle some orders again? I feel like we're at a point where we should be able to do that. Oh man, look at that. Once we get up to 300 rounds of the 5.56, that's going to be insane. That is a lot of money for a single order. That's pretty good. I mean, problem is we got to get up to that point. I got to go fix my 9mm production too. It's just kind of a mess. You're asking for 50. We don't have 50. We've not even researched 50. So you know what? The heck with you. We're running out of cellulose and nitric acid. I know. It's okay. I'm not really concerned about that at the moment. We'll do some vests and boots to get rid of those. We'll do some boots. I mean, really, I'm kind of at the point where I just want to be able to fast forward the game. And I kind of feel like I've done just about everything I want to do, honestly. I mean, I guess I do want to do pistols, but I don't really care to do the rest of the ammunition. I mean, if I'm just going to be totally honest with you, I don't care about the rest of the ammo. I didn't even care about doing the 5.56. There were so many orders, and I figure, all right, I said I would, so we'll go ahead and do it. But I don't really care to do the 7.62 or the 50 cal. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be fine with this. I think I'm going to be okay with what we have, and I'm not going to worry about doing the 5.5, the rest of the ammo, rather, the 7.62, the 50 cal. But I do think I kind of would like to do the gun research and finish that just to get a pistol production license. The problem is my reputation is not high enough, and that is in part due to me, I don't know, doing things kind of out of order. I should have done things differently. You know what? I might actually be done. You know, it's funny. We've had conversations with a variety of folks on the comments, and I've had some discussions about things, and I think one of the discussions was to basically spend a bunch of time doing nothing but clothing production so that you get like a couple million done. And as you're doing all that, you do your research for other stuff. Like maybe you'd kind of do some of your research over here if you can. But basically you get to the point where you have tons and tons of money and you've really worked up your contacts really well so that, you know, you have really good status with them. And then, yeah, you can go ahead and do your research at that point. I mean, I probably should have done this a while back, but I don't have a 400 quality order with them. And honestly, I don't know that I have the time to go through and do that. And plus, I've kind of shot myself in the foot so much. I mean, I got everyone back up to neutral or good, which is, well, an improvement over where we were. Man, I guess we need more sheets, huh? There we go. Buy those, and here, I'll just do 100 of these guys, too, just for giggles as I'm kind of chatting with you here at the end. But I'm just kind of looking at this, and I'm going, you know, I think I hit the wall on this. I mean, unless I'm going to let this continue to go and try to just do what I can with... Everyone wants 5.56. I can't do anything about that. I mean, Ventus, here you go. You want some stuff? How do you like me now? Ventus, how do you like me now? We're still neutral. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do here. I could do a ton of ammo production. I mean, I could just fill up the factory with nothing but ammo production, but I don't really want to. I mean, I wish... This is going to be one of my wish list things. I wish I could advertise what I sell, like what I produce. Like, if I could say, hey, I would like to take orders that are specifically for these products, that would be great. Holy crap, how many dispensers do we have lying around? If there were some way to limit things instead of everyone just randomly trying to get stuff out of me when I don't even make that, never mind don't know how to make it, that would be great. But I don't really think that's in the plans right now, so I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to call this good, actually. I'm going to say we're done. I've done everything I wanted to, with the exception of fix the 9mm line, but as I said, I just don't have the time to go in and try to fix all of these relationships. I just don't. I'd love to, I really would, but I don't have the time to go in and fix all of them. They're all too broken. I mean, maybe if I play on my own for a while and get caught up, I'll come back to this one, but honestly, I have other games to play still. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call this one good. If I come back to it, it'll just be kind of on a here and there. As I said, I've kind of hit the wall with this particular playthrough. I could start over and do things much differently with all sorts of knowledge based on the things I've learned from doing this now, but I don't really want to go there at the moment, so I'm going to call it done. I'm going to say I have enjoyed the crap out of this, which I have, and it's a pretty fun game, and I'm really looking forward to some more updates when the research fills out a little more, because this is kind of, I mean, there's not a lot in it right now, honestly. There's really not a lot in it right now. It's enough that you can definitely enjoy and get quite a few hours out of it, but I feel like there's not a whole lot in it, so maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's like if I play in a different mode I would have more research. Maybe that's what I should do, who knows, maybe I'll start over and find there are more things available in a different mode. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Regardless, I'm going to sign off right here and call it a done on this one. I have enjoyed the crap out of this game. I hope you have too, and we'll come back with some new stuff after this one, I think. So, till then, thanks for watching. See you later.